24 Days of Saab! A Christmas journey!
Saab has always been a cult favorite, but the Swedish automaker's time under the GM umbrella was quite a bumpy ride. New owners Spyker are trying to change all that. That's the Dutch sports car maker. Now they're beginning with the North American launch of the updated 9.5 sedan today. Earlier, I got a chance to take a spin in the new car and speak with the CEO of Saab and Spyker. It's always exciting when you get to preview a new product, but how about a new automobile? Let's find out what's inside and outside the new 9.5 Saab with the chairman of the board of Saab. He's also the chief executive officer of Spyker Automobiles. They're the Dutch company that purchased Saab from GM. I want to introduce the chairman of the board of Saab, Victor Mueller. Good to have you with us. Let's take a look at the new 9.5 Saab. Now, one of the criticisms of the Saab when it was part of the GM family was that it was much more like an Opel, much more like a GM. What's different about this Saab 9.5?
This 9.5 was developed primarily by Saab, although there are of course a lot of GM components in it because it was developed when GM was still the owner. And we're very lucky that this car was ready for launch when we acquired the company in February. The car is now in full production and the first batch of them is landing on these shores this week. And we're very proud to present it to you today. This is really a design that stands out, I would say, out of the crowd tremendously. A typical Saab design with the famous hockey stick, one of the elements that every Saab has. The beautiful turbine wheels, Saab being originally an aircraft manufacturer and still is today.
New suspension, rear and front for Saab?
Four-wheel drive.
Four-wheel drive.
Powerful V6 and a typical Saab snout, if you will, with the 3 air inlets. All beautiful detailed with stainless frames. And of course, this car has the wraparound windscreen, very much reminiscent of its aircraft heritage.
Now, as far as having taken over Saab from GM, you've got two stated goals. One is to actually keep all of the old Saab aficionados, the people that may have gone to other brands. You want them all back.
Correct.
And you've also got some sales goals. How are you going to do it? You're going to spend some money on marketing?
Oh, we spend a lot of money on marketing, and we have to. I mean, there's a lot of stories to tell here. First of all, a lot of people think that Saab perished, right? But of course we didn't. Saab is now alive and kicking. It's got a fully funded business plan. It's here to stay. But we have to get these customers back that left Saab for all various reasons, many of which just couldn't buy what they wanted anymore. They couldn't get a four-wheel drive on a 9.5. They couldn't get the beautiful Saab design that they liked so much in the past. But this car has that all. So it's just a job, our job, to get them back to embrace the brand again.
Let's find out more from the president of Saab. We have Jan-Åke Johnson. He's with us now. Jan-Åke, talk about the rear and the design of the Saab, because this is a new look for the car in a certain way, going back to the way many people remember Saab from the 50s and the 60s.
Absolutely. I mean, first of all, it is a brand new car. And that means also that if you look at the Swedish part of the car in terms of its design, very, very clean lines, and very sophisticated from a Scandinavian design point of view. If you also look at the rear, right, we have a new light cluster that we have never had before, and this will be something that will be introduced on every car that we have. And of course, you have a tremendous trunk space, which is the typical part of a Saab, right? A very practical car.
Let's just take a look at the interior here. This is obviously made for, what, 5 adults?
Absolutely. If you look at the rear, it is the widest rear seat that we've ever had, which fits everybody very, very comfortably. On the front side, the typical Saab cockpit layout, which is our inspiration from the aircraft industry, of course, where the driver, in terms of having controls, visibility of everything, is very readily available.
What about the actual sticker price of the automobile? What's it coming in at?
Well, you know, when we introduced the 2.8 turbo, the upscale aero version, you're up to the 50,000 range, and but of course, you know, there is a range from the upper 40,000 up even above 50,000.
All right, let's get in it and let's see how it drives. That was my interview with Victor Mueller, chairman and founder of Spiker Cars, and Jan Arka Johnson, the president of Saab, in the Saab, the motors maker.
24 Days of Saab! A Christmas journey.